Hi students, hi families. I'm here to talk to you today about practicing. Everybody loves to practice, right? Okay, maybe not, but it's something you have to do if you want to get better at your instrument, regardless of what it is. It's something you have to do to get better at anything. So how do we make this as painless as possible? I have a couple of tips to share with you, and they're not mine. They're not brilliant ideas that I came up with. They're not unique. They are things that have been tried and tested and proven by pianists for decades, centuries even. And I have collected these two wonderful menus, folders, the Parent's Guide to Effective Practicing and its companion, the Piano Student's Guide to Effective Practicing. Both of these are by Nancy O'Neill Breath. And I'm just gonna share a couple of nuggets of wisdom just to get you started. I highly recommend that you add these to your music library. The Student's Guide, I think, is geared more towards the middle school age student and up. Although if you have a precocious elementary school student, they could probably handle it. It's very self-directed. The Parent's Guide has more ideas of how a parent can help their child practice. And if you don't know a lot about music, it has some suggestions, some more information about what a teacher might be looking for in a practice session. So I'm just gonna share one or two things from this extensive list. It opens up like a menu, which I kind of love. It's got 58 things that you can try, which is a lot. It's a lot for a beginning student, so don't even think about trying all of them. But the wonderful thing is that you can go to first steps. I've highlighted it here. Your first steps are things that I do almost every single lesson with a student. We tap out rhythms. We count out loud. I have them play while they say or sing their note names. I have them play again while singing their finger numbers. And then I have them play it again while listening to their dynamics. So the key thing right here is that there's repetition. And it's always just a small section at a time. So red flag, if you hear your student playing a piece over and over and over and over again from start to finish, that's a warning that they are not listening to my directions, because I do not want them to be practicing their pieces from start to finish over and over and over again. That only cements in the mistakes that they've already picked up on. So it's repetition of small chunks. That's their first steps. All right. The other thing, which we come upon this a lot in lessons, that sense of failure, like I'm doing this and I'm not getting it. I'm trying it and it's just not working. So I often have them ask themselves, well, how many times did you actually try it? So I have this tool. Hold on a second. I didn't plan for this. I have my little abacus here. Again, not my idea. I found this in a workshop. So it gives a great visualization of how many times they're actually repeating something. So maybe we'll take a 2-measure phrase and play it 5 times. So every time they do it, we slide over one of the beads, 3, 4 times, 5 times. Okay, so they practice those 2 measures 5 times in a row. Then the next time we do it, I'll say, let's do it 5 times in a row without mistakes. All right, so then we just slide it over 1 time, they played it, slide it over a 2nd time, no mistakes, 3rd time, oh no, they messed up. They have to go back and start all over again. So it really works on that focus and concentration that they need to get through something without stumbling. All right, so let's say they finally make it, they've done it 5 times in a row without mistakes, but they've actually practiced it more than that. You add it up, visually they can see, I've done it at least 10 times. And then I ask them, how long do you think that took? And the answer is usually less than 5 minutes. And it's a very efficient way for them to practice. So I know not everybody has an abacus at home, but you can replicate that with, I don't know, little objects that you can count. You can count it on your fingers. You can use candies, marbles, whatever, just nothing that's gonna get stuck inside of your piano keyboard. And that's a really helpful visualization for them to see how many times they are actually practicing something. When all else fails, they have done it over and over again, and they're just not getting it. I tell them, take a break, play something else, walk away from it, play another piece, do some sight reading, change the fingering. There's lots of other things that they can do, but I also know that sometimes it just doesn't get any better that day. That's when you have to know to just step away from it and try it another time. I hope this is helpful. Again, these are the Parents and Students Guide to Effective Practicing, published by Hal Leonard and written by Nancy O'Neill Breath. They would make great Christmas presents for your piano student or for yourself. If you have any questions, hit me up. Have a great holiday season, and I will talk to you all soon.